as to Harry and Meghan, who took off on their own to Jordan. So Meghan, I want to play this reel. Now we're going to see that they're at the bedside of a 14-year-old Gazan girl who is a burn victim. Obviously a victim of this now ceasefire, but the Israeli retaliation against Gaza for October 7th. Now, again, this is the largest geopolitical crisis of our time, of the moment. These two are wading in hip deep. And Meghan, I'm just going to be a bitch about it because I think this woman is a viper and I think she's disgusting. And instead of, hey, charity begins at home. Again, instead of being at our father's bedside as he's fitted for a prosthetic leg, she is at the bedside of this 14-year-old girl wearing her most concerned face. And this girl's burns are extensive. And note in this reel that the camera is lingering not on this young 14-year-old, but on Meghan's face. We are looking firmly at Meghan Markle. Let's take a look.
There in Gaza. However, she had severe degloving injuries to her legs. She said yes.
We're going to unveil her
Okay,
burns.
so
At least
her
Harry
plan was
asks
to
if she's
amputate her
consented
right
to
leg.
this.
Right.
However, they refused. After multiple attempts, dressings are being done under anesthesia because they are very painful.
Okay, this to me is exploitation. Nothing short of exploitation to try to rehab their reputations and to try to convince the public at large for the 8 millionth time that Meghan is the second coming of Diana.
100%. And I think it's so funny that a source told the Sussex's favorite media outlet, People magazine, that this is not about what side they're on of the war. That doesn't matter. The couple are pro-family and pro-children.
That is bullshit.
I know.
You cannot go to Jordan. You cannot go to the Middle East and say, we don't have a dog in this fight.
Right.
They are attempting to represent the royal family.
Right.
They are not, according to the monarchy, but hey, again, the danger of this. Go on, Kinsey. I'm sorry.
But pro-family is also the hilarious slide in that, because to your point, Thomas Markle is sitting around going, what the hell? I can even get a call back. And Meghan Markle is telling People magazine she's pro-family and that's why she's in Jordan. But no, that's exactly what this is. It's all just another rebrand, another PR opportunity for Harry and Meghan. Meghan is dressing like Diana and Angelina Jolie and recreating. You and I have this conversation constantly, how like she's trapped in 2015 and 2016 and she just refuses to evolve. And she's when she was staging all these pictures to look like Diana and Angelina Jolie all over the world, doing all this faux humanitarian work back then. And she's just recreating it now. I mean, that's literally all she's doing. And the objective is so that people go, oh, they're the good ones. They're the saviors. They're just like Diana. Instead of thinking back on Harry in the Nazi costume, the racist remarks
yes.
on camera, all of the hurt and, pro-family, Queen Elizabeth, even though she clearly had her demons associated with Andrew, she was in her twilight years when Harry and Meghan made her life a living hell. So don't talk to me about pro-family when these people have been so destructive towards both of theirs.
Prince Philip on his deathbed naming the so-called royal racists. I must say though, however, if we need yet any more evidence that what's left of Meghan's team hates her, she's standing at that bedside, Kinsey, in wrinkled, what look like linen pants. The accordion pleats are there. She can't ever get it right. Then we see on day 2 per Hello magazine, Harry and Meghan looking emotional as they stopped by the Amman logistics hub to see firsthand how aid is being coordinated for Gaza. And again, if we're going to wade into this geopolitical crisis, my question is, where were these two during and in the immediate aftermath of October 7th? I don't recall seeing them say one thing about all of the hostages, the babies who had been murdered or kidnapped. I don't recall. Am I wrong? Am I wrong in not recall? Because I pay very close attention to the news. It's my job. It is my job. Am I crazy?
No, I mean, Meghan, the feminist, hasn't acknowledged the rape victims at all, hasn't visited any of the rape victims.
And by the way, there were as many male victims of rape, male hostages. Rape is a form of torture in war. They use it against anybody. So, but yes, to your point, the feminist, right? The mass rapes that I saw that October 7th footage taken by the IDF, and the disfigurement and dismemberment they did to female bodies and playing with sexual female body parts is disgusting. And this woman says nothing. She can fuck right off. Go on, please.
Yeah, I just think that if you can't say I don't have a dog in this fight and then show up and literally say nothing. I mean, are you seeing any quotes coming out of there that are
no? Because whatsoever? I do think Meghan has enough savvy. Like I don't think she's a brilliant mind at all, but I think she's savvy, and I think she knows that anything she says could very well redound very poorly to her benefit, as has been the case in far lesser venues. Give any given podcast or Netflix special. Harry's a total dum-dum. I defy him to identify Jordan on a map. Defy him.
Also, it's a little, I'm getting a little pushback here because I guess the royal family, the British royal family does have a good relationship with Jordan, and that's fine. I don't. But I think it's ironic that Harry and Meghan went to Jordan when you can literally go to jail for like 3 years minimum for talking shit about the Jordan royal family. So if you say something negative about them online or you protest against them or something, they will throw you in the pokey for it. And Harry and Meghan have made entire careers about talking crap about the royal family. So the irony that they're there, Jordan royal family will throw people in jail for less. It tickles me.
I mean, I think the takeaway here is that if King Charles wanted to convince himself that there was only so much harm Meghan and Harry could do all the way in Los Angeles, busying themselves with the likes of Netflix and Spotify, this latest stunt should surely disabuse him of that. I am sure William is once again spitting nails. And I wonder if they do truly understand that the rest of the Western world looks at those two with revulsion and wishes something would be done about them. Because while they may be in Jordan, which may be in good standing with the UK government and the British royal family, the fact of the matter is they are making a political statement by solely visiting with victims from Gaza and not doing the same in kind with any of the hostages or the surviving family members in Israel.
Mm-hmm. I strip them of their titles. I mean, what value do these two bring?
Exactly. Strip them, let them do whatever they want. And they're just two C-listers trying to make themselves relevant. It's the titles that are the problem.
Mm-hmm. It's the titles that are the problem. And, I believe it was the British ambassador that met them and greeted them and said he was so grateful. What the hell are you doing? Get your ass at home. Like, why are you giving these two credibility by meeting them and thanking them for being there? This is all just Harry and Meghan needing a bump because 2025 was a nightmare from hell for them. We didn't like her stupid show. We didn't like her stupid podcast. We hate her loose fruit spread. Nobody's buying it. Nobody cares about her wickless candles. And this is literally just another pivot because these two are shameless and relentless, like our friends Andrew and Fergie. They are following in the same path.
Yes, and they are cheapening whatever remains in being royal. They are cheapening it because I'll tell you, when I first saw these images and I was shocked they had the gall, the temerity to show up in Jordan and go visit teenage burn victims of war. I literally thought to myself, Kinsey, wasn't she just shilling flower sprinkles? Like, The two do not equate. That is why Catherine, Princess of Wales, though she was not born into royalty, you can see she was born for this role. She understands that everything, no matter how minute, says something, and it's a slow accretion. You build upon each successive gesture until you can get yourself to the grand gestures that do mean something, so that you have currency to spend, so that when Diana, who was no longer in HRH, still walked through a minefield, she was treated with respect. I mean, it was a little crazy, don't get me wrong, but she still had a kind of royal stardust, a currency that she spent wisely in the world. And these two are using burn victims, teenage burn victims, to try to goose their own reputations. And it is disgusting.
Wait,
yes, go ahead.
Can I just say, though, that it's one step up from Meghan showing up to the elementary school in Texas after a mass shooting.
After little children were slaughtered at their school, and she showed up in full hair and makeup with a camera crew, unbidden. Nobody wanted her there.
Nope.
And even Netflix would not use that footage. So she is disgusting, and we cannot be rid of her soon enough, even though apparently her astrologer said 2026 is her year. So buckle up, everybody. That's what the nerve is for. As we get older, our bodies naturally produce less collagen, and that impacts everything from joints and recovery to hair, skin, and nails. The good news is that there is a product that can help. Bubs Naturals Collagen Peptides. Taking Bubs daily can help with stiffness, a better recovery after workouts, and healthier skin. Plus, it's easy to use. Just mix it into your morning coffee. It dissolves instantly with no taste or grit. But what really sets Bubs apart is how clean it is. No sugars, no fillers. It's third-party tested and sustainably sourced. You'll also love that the brand gives back, donating 10% of profits to charity in honor of Navy SEAL Glenn Bub Doherty. It is a product that actually stands for something. Live better longer. For a limited time only, Nerve listeners are getting 20% off at Bubs Naturals by using code NERVE at checkout. Just head to bubsnaturals.com and use code NERVE, then you're all set. After you purchase, they're going to ask you, where did you hear about us? Please tell them you're a troublemaker and that the Nerve sent you.